I always keep my options open. Is there money to be made?
Keep a sharp eye.
The Emperor sets my path. Cast your eye there. Duty prevails.
Keep your wits about you. Always keep
Don't
your eye on the
you dare
prize.
to cross us!
You dare cross the faithful?
Request approved. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. My vow is to serve.
I'll see to it personally. I'll make it happen. Oh, if your end was inevitable. On it.
Swift and silent. I am not your Xenos pet. No weakness is hidden from my sight.
Of agony.
As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it.
My soul sings in ecstasy.
I've faced worse than this.
Huh? Me. If you insist, Lord Captain. If I may.
Request approved. The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
If it serves your cause.
As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it.
It will be done. I will do my duty. I took care of this one. That's not the Seneschal's job.
For the glory of the Imperium!
High momentum.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
No matter the cost. Follow my lead. Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. Victory is imminent.
Request approved.
I'll see to it personally. Another enemy down. It's as good as done.
I move as if unseen. I will not. I am not your Xenos pet monkey.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. At your beck and call.
Let us not dawdle. This is intriguing.
Darkonus was attacked by Xenos, but stood strong. Is this not a sign that the God Emperor protects his faithful?
But what happened in the streets of the hives? Oh, the scarlet blue scars will not soon be erased from the souls of those who lived through this nightmare.
I always keep my options open. Rise to the top, or get left in the dust. I always have a backup plan. Keep your wits about you.
Lord Captain. Lord Captain.
Is that snake venom seeping from your lips? We, the children of Azurian, are no strangers to the art of war. We are not raiders, or butchers, or least of all, fools. When a craft world is beset by calamity, its inhabitants do not start a war with every monkey in the sector. If you are looking for enemies, look for them elsewhere. I am afraid your life is too fleeting, and your memory too feeble to encompass the entirety of my knowledge. My people ruled the stars when yours did not even have a name. But many of our songs and stories were lost, stolen by she who thirsts. I can tell you the children of Azurian lived, created, caressed the stars as if they were pearls on a string, until Cylon Thresh smothered our empire in her terrifying embrace. Different branches of the Aeldari chose different paths to salvation. My ancestors chose an eternal journey through the starry void, living on craft worlds instead of real planets. We rescued countless wonders from the days before, but far from all. You saw this on the Lilithan. Not even we can always master the gates our ancient ones built. This is the story of the Azuriani. There are branches that chose a different path, gruesome and frightening. But I do not wish to tell you about them. That is our dark side, just as your kin have many dark sides of their own. It is a mystery as inscrutable as the sigh of the last immortal, as deep as the waters of a dark ocean. And I can tell you little, for I was far away, on a mission with my unit. We returned at the appointed hour, but we did not find Cruderach in its celestial harbor. It happened many turns ago, or standard years, as you say. But I remember that moment as if it happened this very day. The memory of a loss is always stronger than the memory of a gain, especially when you lose something as significant as a home, or an entire world. We searched, we called out, we looked everywhere, but we saw only emptiness and the echo of calamity. Countless days passed before I found myself on the Lilithon and met some of my kin. Those refugees who had barely managed to reach our ancestral planet. Their stories were far from being the fruit of truth I so badly craved. Those who agreed to talk to me were few, for most saw me as a wayward daughter who had spurned the honorable paths. And they would not stop babbling about the terrible disease that spread black tendrils of pain over the paths of the Infinity Circuit and deadened our world one segment after another. The ones who survived fled in fear and wandered between the stars until the Lilithon's warm light reached out to some of them. Some, like Muaran, lay the blame entirely on Monkey. However, I do not know the truth, but I hope, I desperately hope and pray to the gods that someday it will be revealed to me. Is idle curiosity a defining feature of the Monkey? Or are you trying to learn about the weaknesses of my people so you can destroy another world of the children of Asuryan? Forgive me, Elentark, but I am not ready to immerse you in the font of my people's deepest mysteries. Cruderach cannot be described in your language. It can only be sung, encased in a filigree of sounds, a melody as complex and delicate as the Infinity Circuit, its energy network. It can be seen in the golden hues of sunlight, felt in the breath of celestial winds. Though it was an artificial world, it was just as alive as any real planet. But I must see clearly, not only light, but also shadows. I yearn to remember only Cruderach's beauty, but it had a dark side too. My world was isolated for too long. Like a lake of stagnant water, there was no movement or renewal. And even the sweetest outbursts of life soon turned fetid. Who knows? Who knows? Had there been no stagnation, had our elders not been so blind in their dogmatism and our youths not lacking in courage, then perhaps Cruderach would still be alive even now? Is idle curiosity a defining feature of the Monkey? Or are you trying to learn about the weaknesses of my people, so you are talking about something you cannot comprehend, Elentark? Waystones are not mere trinkets worn by my people. They are something greater. From birth and to the last breath, the Spirit Stone belongs only to its owner, serving as an ever-present reminder that we are mortal. For it is the first refuge of the mind and the last refuge of the soul, which Silent Thresh is so eager to devour. The souls of the children of Asuryan move into the stones after death, and then they become a part of the Infinity Circuit on a craft world, so they can serve their people even when the body is gone. There is no crime more despicable than harming a waystone and dooming the immortal soul of a child of Asuryan to an eternity of torment in the maw of she who thirsts. We need waystones as desperately as darkness needs starlight, and Monkey need air. And so we are bound to wander the galaxy in search of the old worlds that might give another craft world hope for existence. Each monkey's heart is one of your lives. Each waystone is the preserved soul of a child of Asurian. Why ask this question? Is it idle curiosity or something else? Do not turn your thoughts towards Cylon Thresh, whatever your motive. She is downfall. She is hunger. She is the enemy of all that is good in the universe. She is an enemy to the Aeldari, and I hope to you as well. We are as different as starlight and its reflection in a muddy puddle, but we share a common enemy. Constancy is our strength. As you wish, Elantark. I refuse to discuss. What do you wish to talk about? It feels like I am in the belly of a bird with steel wings. Cold and unliving, but stubbornly blazing through the dark. It lacks life with its light and beauty, but although your vessel cannot even remotely be compared to a craft world, I feel strangely satisfied. We, the Asuriani, are born and dwell on craft worlds. To find myself on a moving world again, even one such as yours, is a source of much joy. The children of Asurian sought shelter on the Lilithan after the demise of our craft world, our Kruderak. I arrived later, looking for traces of my kin and hoping to learn the fate of my world. They witnessed the baneful ignorance of your breed and began to weave a web of their own intrigues in which I played the role of Vistenza Viat's aide. And then you appeared. I followed my path. Do you know what a path is to the children of Asurian? It is more than a chosen, what do you call it, craft. The path is how each of us moves through the labyrinth of existence, inside and out, in life and in spirit. It is both a journey and a fortress. It protects us from she who thirsts. To stray from the path is to fall into her dark embrace. The first path I walked was the path of awakening. It granted me the ability not merely to look, but to see, and to take notice of what I saw. My second path could have been that of a warrior, but I chose differently. For the ability to see called me beyond the boundaries of my homeworld. Though not everyone was pleased by this decision, I stepped onto the path of the outcast. I gained the freedom to choose, to question, to doubt where the others merely bow before the wisdom of a farseer who dictates the will of destiny. And I will follow my path until I reach its pinnacle. The words of truth sound like music. This is what our people say. The Lilithan is purifying herself of the corruption brought by the servants of Cylon Thresh. Gardens and birds, animals and people. Many are gone forever, and even more are corrupted beyond healing. But the Lilithan is stronger. This world will live. My kin are probably still looking for a means to enter the webway. May the Lilithan's spirit aid them in this endeavor. Beyond the gate lies salvation, and perhaps even knowledge about the fate of Kruderak and the remaining survivors. The outcasts my path led me to had a saying. Let me translate it for you. If you fall off a cliff, grab the roots and do not ask if they belong to a weed or a noble rosebush. You are the root I grabbed, Elantark, because I fell off a cliff. My homeworld is gone. My kin are either dead, or hiding no one knows where. By joining forces with you, I may be able to nurture a seedling of the truth I so deeply yearn for.